Welcome back, my nieces and nephews. I'm Fununcle, this network's educational guide to Web3. And in this episode, we're callsing them as we seize them as we deep dive into Web3 cell phones. The Polygon network is making its debut in the crypto phone market with a spectacularly designed mid-range Nothing phone. Partnering with phone maker Nothing, the Ethereum scaling solution hopes to bring Web3 to the wider smartphone audience. Their initial plan is to provide the Android-based smartphone with quick access to Polygon platform apps, games, and Polygon ID, a user identity solution that utilizes zero-knowledge proofs. Polygon revealed that the end goal is to make all of Nothing's products and other ecosystem devices future-ready by backing sustainable and secure access to Web3 apps. If there's one device that brought back the crypto phone and blockchain tech hype, it's the Solana Saga mobile phone. Solana Saga will rely heavily on Solana blockchain for its Web3 functionality. The phone's makers hope that the Saga will ride the popularity of the mobile phone to spread adoption of crypto and blockchain technology. Additionally, the Saga also includes the Solana Mobile Stack, a Web3 software development kit that will enable developers to build extra features to further enhance the Web3 experience for Saga users. The HTC Desire 22 Pro is an Android-powered mid-range crypto phone that hopes to lure users with its affordability and VR functionality. Visit Metaverse communities using your browser or pair Desire 22 Pro with a compatible VR headset to explore new worlds in Web3. In addition to rich Metaverse experiences, the HTC Desire 22 Pro features secure Web3 wallets to store digital assets such as NFTs and cryptocurrencies. It's another massive step forward for Web3 and mobile Metaverse functionality. All in all, this Web3 mobile phone movement is not something you want to sleep on. It's actually ludicrous what's going on right now because this is going to be how most users get introduced to Web3. Because who wants to set up all these wallets and do all the research and figure out their seed phrase when all they can do is just buy one device and it has seamless integration for Web3 native apps and products as well as a crypto wallet, and you can even store your NFTs on there to boot. And so anyone who wants to cut their teeth in the Web3 space for the first time will have an easier time doing so with one of these Web3 mobile phones. They're actually going to streamline the process, which will encourage mass adoption. Now, some honorable mentions here are Ethereum OS, an operating system built by Ethereum for the Ethereum blockchain network, where you can literally flash your phone and install Ethereum OS, and it works with native Web3 products and decentralized applications with a crypto wallet, and it's based on trust. And so people are working in the background on the software, so you can just put it on any phone that you like. And also, we cannot mention Web3 mobile phones without talking about the Helium network. Are you kidding me? There is a decentralized, blockchain-based cellular network that is being propped up all around the world, and it's called Helium. They're partnering with T-Mobile to expand their network, but the future here is really exciting because imagine a world where you don't need a cell provider anymore. You don't even need a cell phone number anymore. You just need your ETH address or your unstoppable NFT domain address or whatever Web3 user ID you are using, and you can just log into a phone, get onto the network, and be interacting with your Web3 based apps any way you choose. What they really need to figure out is a messaging app and a phone calling app, and maybe even a video conferencing app, so that I can talk to you and my friends and my coworkers without needing a cell phone number, not spending that outrageous monthly fee just to have a phone number. All I need really is a data plan. Just get me a very powerful 5G or 6G hotspot, and I can then power all of my devices, my tablet, my phone, my laptop. I don't need to get internet service anymore in my home. I don't need to pay for a cell phone plan anymore with T-Mobile or AT&T or whatever. I can just have one data service that services all of my Web3 devices and all of my Web3 platforms, and I can streamline everything. And what's more exciting about this too is no more Well, I need to back up my phone on a computer because all of that data will be stored in a decentralized fashion across the broader Web3 network. Guys, this is the unfathomable beauty of Web3 that is happening in real time before us, and most people won't understand what's happening until it's already happened. And so you brilliant nieces and nephews who are watching Fununcle right now, you are getting the alpha because the future is all decentralized. You will not need to back up your phone because it's already backed up. You break your phone, go buy another one, log in with your username, and bam, all your information, your photos, your data, your music, your movies, all of it is stored in the decentralized cloud or Internet of Things or whatever marketing ploy they're going to come up with next. And it's just so exciting for me because that's the common problem. I just had a coworker recently that lost a lot of product photos on their phone, and now those are gone forever. We did this whole photo shoot. She downloaded them onto her phone, and they're gone now because she lost her phone. And I don't want to throw her under the bus, but it's like a truth reality, like, not her fault, but at the same time, Web3 cell phones would solve that problem. We just have to take that loss and move on, but no longer it'll be stored in the cloud in a decentralized, trust-based way where other users cannot view it without my seed phrase and without my information. Do you like crypto, NFTs, and video games? Well, the Fununcle YouTube page is your one-stop shop for all of my content across all networks and platforms. You want to make sure to hit the link down in the description below and join me today. You do not want to miss out on any of this content because I work diligently to demystify the complexities of blockchain technology. We got some rowdy wild stuff in GameFi news as Zilliqa launches Web3 gaming console, Walmart enters the Metaverse, and 89% of employees in the Philippines want to work in the Metaverse. And for our first story, GameFi could be the answer to unemployment for some, Aussie game studio says. Well, just think about it, for example. Imagine if you have a criminal record and you're just unemployable, or you have face tattoos and no one wants you in the service industry or something like that, or you have some horrible physical disability and you can't go into a real job, or you work in some third world country where employment is not necessarily available to you. Well, GameFi is here for you. You just pick up some NFTs or you join some gaming guild if you cannot afford those NFTs, and you earn your way into employment kind of like a sharecropper did back in the day. And so you use these assets to earn in-game tokens. You then convert those for real world money and you can sustain your life. And we've heard a lot of these heartwarming, tear-jerking stories, specifically out of the Philippines, where people have pulled themselves out of poverty, where the average monthly wage is $50 a month. And in some of these games, you could be making $100 per day. This is money that for us Americans may not necessarily seem like a lot, but is life-changing money for people in third world countries. And so that's what this article is saying here, is like it could be the answer for the unemployment and the starvation throughout the country, or throughout the world, and it'll actually be equitable distribution of wealth throughout. Zilliqa launches Web3 gaming console with inbuilt miner and crypto wallet. Are you dingling my berries, guys? Just in time for the holidays, we're going to have a gaming console, and it mines cryptocurrencies, and it's a crypto wallet. Say, what? I cannot get juiced up enough for this product. The Z-Box, as I'm personally calling it, is going to be insane, and it is a revolutionary step forward for the Web3 space. One device that does it all. It's powerful to support all of these complicated processes, and it's got upgrade potential as it's interacting with blockchain and Web3 applications. Just install a new application into it when the new iOS comes out or whatever. I'm excited about this. This is huge for the space. Let's see if Xbox wants to compete, PlayStation, there's a new player in town, and it's the Z-Box, baby. It'll pay you for playing games. How Axie Infinity creators plan to take crypto gaming by storm again. Well, if you're good at something and you've had successes in the past, well, I'll be dingleberry darned if you can't have successes in the future. And I think that's the proof with Axie Infinity is they've had a hypothesis in the past that was proven true. And I think if they just use that that same formula moving forward with their games. They're going to have additional success. May not necessarily be in the next one, but in the third, fourth, fifth, and also with the introduction of the Ronin network and the Ron token, I see really exciting things happening for this production company. And they've got a network of diehard fans who love the game. There's a lot of people in the Philippines who are able to pull themselves out of poverty because of Axie Infinity, so I'm sure they will be Axies for life and will be following Sky Mavic or whatever they're called, wherever they go in perpetuity for the rest of time. Walmart enters the metaverse via Roblox. Well, you know, it's just all written on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Facebook gets in, and so Microsoft gets in. So that means Amazon's definitely working on something. So Walmart, Amazon's direct competitor, is just like, well, shoot, dingle my berries. I gotta get in on this metaverse stuff before Amazon does. And they're doing it. They're partnering up with one of the biggest GameFi games. Decentralized GameFi games, Roblox. And so I see this being really great. I think it's going to be cheap and really tacky. But hey, that's Walmart, man. Whatever sells it works, baby. So get it going, dingleberries. Epic League launches action RPG Dark Throne on Polygon. Here's a bunch of cool stuff you got to unpack out of this. First, Epic Games is building play-to-earn games in Web3. That's exciting news. Also, this is on Polygon. It's not on Ethereum, not on Solana, not on AVAX, not on Wax, Polygon blockchain. And this is just telling me to, like, guys, if you're not interested in GameFi, if you're a savvy investor, if that's why you're watching this to look for investment opportunities, well, get some exposure to the Polygon blockchain. Even during a bear market, they're having really exciting announcements like this. Web3 metaverse company Hadean raises $30 million in Series A funding round backed by Epic Games and Tencent. So again, here we are, Epic Games, another big gaming platform in the Web3 metaverse space, and it's on the Polygon blockchain. I'm sure because Epic's previous releases were on the Polygon blockchain, and we got $30 million Series A funding for just one of the games, one of the mini games on Polygon's network in their portfolio. And so guys, the storm is coming, mass adoption, whether it be through some kind of Web3 mobile phone for gamers or some kind of Web3 PlayStation, Xbox alternative like the Zilliqa Z-Box. There's going to be mass adoption once we make it easier for the end user. And so that's what's happening here. You know, we just got to pick winners. Polygon's got a lot of work being done on it. I could also root for Solana as well. They've had some massive announcements recently. These just get some exposure in a diversified way. And remember, daily cost average, and I'm not a financial advisor. I wear a Hawaiian shirt and I talk about games on YouTube. So do not take financial advice from me. 60% of Latin American professionals open to using metaverse tools at work. Well, yeah, because, you know, for example, I work in fashion. And so whenever you're at a runway show, that model is walking fast and is walking far away from you. And all the focus is really on the model and not necessarily on the product. And so what I've seen a lot in the fashion industry is people able to put on the headset and actually get a good look at the product, an up close look at a product that they probably only have one of, and they don't want 1,000 people with their dirty hands touching this product. And so that can actually get in, see how the seams and the fabric and the beads and how it fits on different body types and stuff like that. And so this isn't necessarily, you know, people wanting to play with a cool piece of tech. It's them actually using tech to make them better at their jobs and to make better, more productive choices at work. And so I'm in complete agreement that we will see some kind of VR, AR integration into our lives at some point, and it'll be just another useful tool that we use at work. And oh my God, 89% of employees in the Philippines want to spend more office time in the metaverse. I'll tell you why. It's because if I can do it in the metaverse, I don't need to go to work. I could be anywhere. I could be in Maui on vacation, bare ass naked in my apartment, doing whatever I want, but I got the headset on and people think I'm wearing clothes and I'm getting my work done. And I agree with you 89% of employees in the Philippines who want to spend more time in the metaverse. I completely agree with you. 89% seems high. It's almost like there was someone in the room with a gun to their head, just like, do you want to be in the metaverse? And like, whatever gets this gun away from my head. But this is the truth. I think we will all be transitioning to the metaverse at some point, and the Philippines might be the ones at the tip of the spear. We got some serious money-making moves in crypto news as Bitcoin could be trading at a generational bottom. Crypto community anticipates bullish price for Ethereum by the end of October, and some lucky SOB borrowed $1.3 million in Ethereum using a mutant ape NFT. And for our first story, Bitcoin could be trading at generational bottom amid once-in-a-lifetime correction. Yes, I could not agree more with this idea because right now most people are afraid. Everything's going down, there's a lot of red, and no one knows where the bottom really is. And yes, you could argue that the crypto markets could drop another 20%. The global markets could drop at least another 20%, especially if Russia starts dropping nukes. But the fact of the matter is if you zoom out and look at things on 5 and 10 year time scales, we are real close, if not 20% away from what will be the ultimate bottom. And that's why I encourage people who are not exposed to cryptocurrencies, start a daily cost averaging strategy. Right now is a really good idea to start a daily cost averaging strategy where you buy a little bit now and a little bit later. Instead of buying all of your crypto all at once, right here, right now, get $100 a week. Have an automated strategy, buying $100 a week, an amount of money that's sustainable from your monthly paycheck. And that way you have the best bet of making the most money because you don't buy now and then it drops and you lose money. Instead, you buy a little bit every now and then. And if it does drop, then you're buying the drop there and then you're buying the next drop. And then as it goes up, you're buying. And I would also implore people to try out a daily cost average out strategy. So next time we hit new all-time highs and we're going up by 20% per day, which are crazy and you want to hold on, but sell $100 a week. You know what I'm saying? Try to lock in some profits and implore a daily cost average out strategy as well. Remember, I'm a guy in a Hawaiian shirt talking on YouTube. Do not take financial advice from me. Bitcoin price at generational bottom with institutions buying in mass. Now, the end of this is very important here. Institutions are buying hundreds of millions of dollars at a time, and they're using algorithms to buy Bitcoin at the most favorable times for them. And what does that mean exactly? That means they're only buying when it drops. And so their purchases are hidden within a downward trend. If they bought while prices were going up, it would inflate the price artificially. And whenever it has these exponential jumps up, regular retail traders see that and they jump in as well, which causes the price to actually see some real manipulation. And whenever it goes up unsustainably, it crashes really hard. Big tree fall hard, you know what I'm saying? And so these institutions are using apps to buy in mass in quantities when it drops. So it looks like the price is falling and no one's really buying, but they are scooping up all of the Bitcoin that you are panic selling. So you need to be hodling and you be daily cost averaging and get ready for an explosive rally up in the next 2 to 3 years. Ethereum price looks ready for another leg higher, maybe over $1,500 per ETH. Well, here's why this is happening. Because the Ethereum merge has already happened. There was a buy the rumor, sell the news event. There was a dump. Yes, the Ethereum proof of work token is now worth nothing. It's kind of a joke and people are trying to sell it as quickly as they can. But that event has already taken place. And you know what? The Ethereum merge went off really, really well. From a software standpoint, it worked. The software worked. The merge took place. There were no real serious issues with this merge other than the price dropping. And so now we're in a new month. The dust has settled. People are looking to invest pieces of their paycheck in a daily cost averaging strategy, fununcle advice. And so, yeah, we might see a upward trend in all markets through the next 2, maybe 3 weeks of October. And I hypothesize, tinfoil hat, I'm putting on my tinfoil hat here, that the elections, the US elections in the second week of November will cause some market manipulations. Either side, I think the Republicans mostly, are going to manipulate the price down in the global markets to blame it on the Democrats. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa, right? Everyone's doing it all the time. And so whenever the markets are down, they, hey, the Republicans did this or the Democrats did this, so we need to vote us in the office, so we'll fix the markets. And so there's going to be some downward trends leading into the US elections. And then after that, we might get some more rocket boosters, my friends. Crypto community anticipates bullish price for Ethereum by the end of October. That's what I'm saying. You know, we're in a new month. The dust is settled. There's no bad news unless Ukraine war gets escalated in a nasty way. People are talking about nuclear bombs being tested right now. So there's a lot that could happen in the global markets. There's a lot of other shoes that have not necessarily dropped. But until they do, there's no bad news. And people just assume that there will be nothing but good news, especially if you're not watching the news every day and you're just looking at the markets and you're a trading bot algorithm, then you will go, oh yeah, things are good, things are settled, there's no bad news, it's time to buy a little bit here, daily cost averaging strategies, people have new pieces of their paycheck that they want to invest somewhere, and you know what? Blockchain has outperformed a lot of other stocks. And so, and also new investors like millennials and Gen Zers are looking more towards crypto investments than traditional stock market investments because they think the government has wronged them significantly. So I think that once we have the dust settle on a lot of the macro global developments that are taking place, the crypto markets are going to explode. And honestly, if it wasn't for COVID, and if it wasn't for the money printers and it wasn't for this war in Ukraine, but crypto would be absolutely insane right now. It would be skyrocketing. Bitcoin would be $100,000 per token. But no, we had to go through all of this terrible stuff. And you know what? Bitcoin and Ethereum are still here. They're still holding strong. They still have developments being made every single day, even during a bear market. And so that's got me excited about the long-term potential. And I think people should be investing in a smart way starting now. Almost 70% of Shiba Inu holders are still in a loss despite a 7-day performance. And here's why, guys. Because Shiba Inu is a shitcoin and it is being controlled by snakes and thieves who have convinced you of a narrative that's pretty much impossible. Most Shiba holders think that one day it'll be worth 1 penny per token. And if that happens, they're rich. You know what I'm saying? They've been sold this fantastical idea like, oh my God, one day it'll be worth a penny and I'm going to be a bazillionaire. That's insane. Well, the truth of the matter is they would have to burn 75% of all Shiba tokens, including 75% of your tokens, in order to get close. And they would need several more $1 billion in market cap growth just to get there. So not only do they need to burn 75% of their tokens, they also need several $1 billion injected into the overall market just to get close. And so most people, looks like 70% of people who bought Shiba are now at a loss and they're stuck holding because they don't know what else to do and they don't want to be a fool who panic sold, and they're just going to be waiting around forever for them to get their money back. And the harsh reality is guys, you'll make more money with a different coin or a different option. I know it's not something you necessarily want to accept, but sell at a loss and put it into something that's got more upward potential, like maybe Solana or Matic or Ethereum, because Shiba is going to take a really long time to get there. And I feel bad for you guys, but hey, you learned a lesson. Don't make that mistake again. Someone borrowed $1.3 million using a Mutant Ape NFT as collateral. For those of you who don't know, Mutant Apes is a spin-off of the popular NFT Bored Ape, and now Mutant Apes are so popular that someone is able to get a $1.3 million loan in Ethereum just using one single profile picture. One digital image on the blockchain got them enough collateral for a $1.3 million Ethereum loan. And I'm just smelling here, they're not necessarily saying it, but I'm smelling that they pulled out this $1.3 million Ethereum loan to stack proof of work token. And then they're going to sell back the Ethereum to then release their Mutant Ape. And they have just made out with a whole bunch of money. This is a massive move upwards for them. Very smart, very savvy move. And this is something I want to close out with because this is how powerful these individual assets on the Ethereum blockchain have become. Like it's just a piece of data on the blockchain and someone owns it right out. And you can't say that about Web 2. I can't tell you that I own any of my pictures on Facebook or Instagram. Instagram owns those now. Facebook owns those photos now. I got to download them back from Facebook, and they're probably worse quality. And this is kind of exciting here that we can now own a piece of Web3. A piece of the code can be mine. And if it gains enough virtue and value by the population, it'll be worth several $1 million a piece. And that's just one string of code. Imagine what the entire matrix conglomerate of all of the codes will be worth one day. That is extraordinarily exciting stuff. And now it's time for my favorite part of the show. It's the Ladz Lounge. I just get to kick it hella tough with my nieces and nephews here in the Fununcle studio, and I get to talk about all the cool stuff that's going on behind the scenes, not only at Ladz City, but with our other partners and content creators and contributors, starting off with Speak Easy Season 2 has officially kicked off with the brilliant Easy in Crypto and Kane Mayfield. These two are builders in the Web3 space. They know what they're talking about, but the gimmick here with this show is they're trying to get canceled. It is the most rated R show on Twitter space. In between the swear words, you'll get a little bit of alpha, but they are going hard in the paint trying to get canceled. Now, of course, this is a gimmick. This is just a hook to get you in the door. It is R-rated. They are swearing a lot in this show, and that's why I joined them for their first episode, and you can watch that recording on Twitter space. But we're building that show out. I'm glad they're doing a season 2, and they didn't get canceled in season 1. So now they're gonna have to try even harder to try to get canceled in season 2. But really, it's a great, fun show. Both of them have awesome personalities, and they're just fun to listen to. And most importantly, they know what the F they're talking about. They are builders in the Web3 space. Also, I got to talk about the Web3 morning show. That's right. This one isn't trying to get canceled because they are in episode 88. They have morning alpha 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is where you get your finger on the pulse, are these Web3 morning shows. It has got a cast of contributors that show up every single day. It is better than a cup of coffee because they know what they're talking about and they're fun while they're doing it. And most importantly, it's not as rated R as the Speakeasy one is. It's like PG-13 at best. They're trying to do this long term. They're already at 88 episodes, which is massive, and they are gathering steam. And these get larger every single time. Hundreds of people tune in, and they'll have 16 plus people on stage speaking at any given time. And so this truly is where the alpha is. They're talking about relevant news stories, hot topics, all things Web3. You do not want to miss it. And it would not be an episode of Fununcle if I didn't talk about my new NFTs, Bites of Paradise, that are for sale on OpenSea right now. And they are having early bird pricing. Look at how low these prices are. I will be doubling this price after the first phase is over. And I'm behind the scenes working on the light paper right now. Give a little more colorful explanation of what I'm trying to do with this project. And really, it's just ways for you to make money in Web3. I've done all the hard work and all the heavy lifting, all the research, and I've put it all in one place. My Discord, West Coast Web3. And so whenever you buy one of these Bites of Paradise, you unlock my Discord and you unlock access to me, Fununcle. I have access to VIP events. I'm doing crypto and NFT giveaways. I have all of this Web3 knowledge, tips and tricks on how you can make money in Web3. And I've even got instant signups in my Discord. What else do I gotta tell you guys? So I've got this one I'm working on. This is the outline here, that these are just money-making moves in Web3. You're gonna get the bang for your buck. Not only are you gonna support me as a content creator, but I've just packed these things full of money-making moves that I'm just sure if you utilize it, you will make your money back and then some, especially if you get in now with early bird pricing. You unlock West Coast Web3. That's my Discord and my YouTube page where I'm dropping content on the regular, money-making moves in the Web3 space. And also I have VIP events already on the calendar I am going to, and I've got backstage passes burning a hole in my pocket. Vegas at the end of this month. We got Bitcoin Miami, May 15th, NFT NYC. We're gonna collaborate with Web3 on that. And then of course, Swim Week in Miami, July 12th through the 17th. If you have one of these NFTs, it's first come, first serve. My hope is that one day so many people come to these events that I got to rent out a private space, have the bikini models come to us, and we throw like a big party down in Miami. That's my dream. And the genesis of this is like, I go to these shows, I've been doing this for a long time. I go to these shows and I get stacks of backstage passes and I come home with stacks of unused backstage passes. I'm just like, well, how cool would it be if I could just open it up to my friends? And it happens all the time. This isn't like a forbidden thing, like people who work in my industry who get backstage passes, give them to their wives, give them to their kids, give them to their friends. Up until now, I've been having my college buddies fly out and join me, and I give them a backstage pass, and they get to tour in a very exclusive way, get to tour these shows for free. All they have to do is fly out and put themselves up in a hotel. And so I want to open up this opportunity to my NFT holders too, because I never get to use all of them. I want to make it first come, first serve at start. And whenever this snowballs into a bigger community of people, I'll start throwing events in tandem, maybe having people come on, because I'll be there for a week. So I'll have a group of people come in on Monday and a group, take those passes back and have a group of people coming on Tuesday. And I could shuffle through a lot of people backstage at these events, and then I'll throw a big party for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Take everybody out to dinner. Let's get some drinks and have some fun. And so that's my dream, is build up this NFT project so that you as viewers can help support me so I can keep making content like this. And most importantly, I want to make something that gives back to the community who's been so great to me so far. And so that's my long and my short. Please go to OpenSea, buy one of my Bites of Paradise. You're about to see another ad for it right here. Do you want to make money in Web3? Well, my latest project, Bites of Paradise, unlocks a wealth of signups, content, and money-making opportunities in the Web3 space, along with access to VIP events and regular crypto prize giveaways. Head on over to OpenSea and pick up your Bite of Paradise today. We have crypto prizes, NFT giveaways, along with fresh revenue-generating ideas from every corner of Web3. Whether you're a virtual nomad, digital entrepreneur, or just looking to stay ahead of inflation, West Coast Web3 is your one-stop shop for money-making moves in the Web3 space.